Hello, I'm Jhello and I will show you how to make drag and drop elements with grid snapping on the iPad with Xogot. You can use any form of input for this video, and all project files are in the description. In your world scene, begin by creating a new node in whatever folder you want. Mine will be in my objects folder. Call it object base and it will inherit from node 2D. Now that we've created our node, add a sprite 2D and drag in your sprite sheet. And in animation, set the frame dimensions of your sprite sheet in H frames and V frames. Once done, add a control container to register our drag on the object. Go to layout and transform and set it to your tile size. For me, which it is 16 by 16. And then its position to be negative of half of your tile size. So for me, it will be 8 by 8. Now, create a new script. First, we will add our necessary variables. The first will be a constant, the tile size of our game. We will set it to vector2 16 by 16. Next, a bool to see if we are currently dragging this specific object, and right now we are setting it to false. Now create our process function, which runs every frame of our game. Inside, we have the if statement that if currently dragged. Then, we have a variable called target that is our current touch position, snapped to the nearest grid position. Now, in an if statement, we call a function that we will implement in a moment that will detect if the spot that our touch is already occupied by another object, and if it isn't, then the global position is set to the target, and we will just have our global position always snap to the grid. Now let's create our isOccupied function with a parameter of position that will return a true or false based off of its conditions. Inside, we will check the other objects in the world. Since they are all children of the world node, we are looping over all of them. And if the selected node, or sibling, isn't the node itself and is a node 2D, and the global position is equal to the position we are checking, then that spot on the grid is currently occupied. Else, that spot isn't occupied and we are good to move our object to. Now, to detect our touch, go to your container node and connect a new signal called GUI event to our script. Inside, make an if statement that says if the event is input event mouse button, then currently dragged will be set to event.pressed, which, if we are touching our node, will be set to true. And now we have draggable objects. So now, if you ever want to make new objects, just duplicate the scene, name it whatever you want, and change the frame of the sprite. And to make things easier to place objects as well, add a new TileMap layer to your scene. Press New Tile Set, and create a new scenes collection. Drag whatever objects you want inside, and then now you have the ability to place objects wherever you want easily.